everyone. Before we do the presentation, please allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Afina. My student number is 11/2018 075. And there are also my friends. The first Brian, the student number is 11/2018 071. And then Iksan, the student number is 11/2019 038. And then the last, Latif, the student number is 11/2019 040. This presentation was made to fulfill the first assessment of the current issues in second language teaching course in opinion regarding activities in reading teaching. Before that, I will explain what can be present today. The first is about the quote, and then the activity, and then some lesson plans, and the conclusion. Alright, first we will discuss a quote that we choose for this assessment. We choose a quote from Preet. In quote, Preet explained that when teaching, he first asked students to read it very quickly to get the main idea. After getting the general idea, students would read the entire passage again. And then one or two of them would retell it in their own words. And then the next, Preet will ask them to work in pairs or in small groups to find answer to more detailed questions. And then they always read the passage at least twice as much to scan and find the answer. By doing it this way, Preet thinks that they are getting a lot more out of the text, and there's a lot of learner to student interaction. And in the second, we will discuss about the activity of reading teaching. And then we choose some activity, reading activity A. We choose the activity because we think the activity can combine with the quote from Preet. The activity like reading the story that the student choose or from the teacher, and then do the summarize about the story, and then the last retell the story. And then the next we will explain by Iksan.
Alright, so our lesson plan is for elementary school. In our lesson plan, we have pre-activity, and then while activity, and the last one is post-activity. I will explain about pre-activity. So, in the pre-activity, we have 3 points. There are greetings and prayers, and then the second one is quickly review about the materials, and then the third one is asking the students about what they think after reading the title of the story. So in the greeting and prayers, the teacher will open the class by praying together first. Then the teacher will ask how the students are to make sure that they are ready to learn or not. And then In the quickly review about the material, the teacher will discuss the material that will be learned quickly so that the students have an idea of what they will be learned. Also, the students will be able to know what they will do on this material. After that, the teacher will write the title of the story that will be given on the whiteboard. So, teacher will write the story The Wolf and Lamb. Then, the teacher will ask the students what they think about this title. It will train students to brainstorm, and indirectly students will guess what the contents of the title of the story, so that it makes the students interested and curious about the story that will be given. Also, it will make classroom atmosphere be more active. So then in the while teaching will be explained by Iksan Lutfianto.
Hello everyone, my name is Isan Lutfianto. My student numbers is 11 2019 038. At this opportunity, I would like to share about well activity from our lesson plan. In well activity section, I will share the text entitled The Wolf and the Lamb. We choose this story because we think that this story are not too long and also the vocabulary are not too difficult for elementary students. I will give the students around 7 minutes to read the whole text for knowing whether students would know about what is the main idea about the story. Once everyone has got the idea, they will ask to read the whole story again, and we are expecting that they will know about the detail of the story. Then one or two of them will be asked to be represent one or two of them will be asked to come in front of the class as representatives to share what they have read using their own language. Students are not elementary students are not really good in speaking in English, so we are decided to let them using their own language, because the point is whether students get the understand the story or not. And then we will ask them to work in pairs or small groups to find answer about more detail about the story. And the question is, what did the lamb do to escape from the fox? And the next one is, why did the lamb do that? So we think by these questions students will be able to discuss it with their group, since the questions are not too difficult, and maybe we will let them ask us about uh, if there is vocabulary that they are not really know, so they could ask us and we will help them to answer what is the vocabulary that they have been confusing. And then I think that's all from all of my presentation. Thank you, and the next part will be explained by Brian. Thank you. For Brian, times is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Isan, for explaining to us about what we will do in Will's activity. And let me introduce myself first. My name is Brian Anthony, and this chance I will explain to you about what we will do in post activity and also the reason why we choose this activity for bridge put. Yeah, in this post activity, we as a teacher will give the students instruction to make a short summary from the key points or the main ideas that they already find in the lamps and the wolf story. We will give them some time to do it, and then after they already done it, we ask them to submit it to us. Yeah, after they all already submitted, we will continue to the last, not last, but the end of the material is what the moral value that they get from after they already read the wolf and the lamb and the wolf story. Yeah, after those two steps, after the teacher asked the students to make a short summary and also ask what is the moral value that they get, the teacher can evaluate today class meeting and also evaluate what they already learned in the today's material. Yeah, I think that's all for post activity, for our post activity. It's kind of short, but in the practice it will take some time to do it. Yeah, I think that's all. And the reason the reason why we choose this activity for the bridge story and the bridge quotes, I'm sorry, is because the first one is elementary school level is not too high for them to read a lot of text. It will make them bored if they read kind of long story, so we give them a short story to motivate them to learn English more. And then the second one is elementary students, it's lack of vocabularies. They what is it, don't know much vocabularies than adult learners. So yeah, we give them short story to help them more understand in the story. And then the last part and the most important thing is we give them practice to be more critical in reading. Why? Because the first one is they they must find the main ideas of the story. So it practice them to be more critical in reading. Yeah, I think that's all for our presentation today. Yeah, thank you very much for listening us. And if you have any comments, you can drop your comments below. Thank you very much. Goodbye.